lovies. So today we are checking in on my Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venuses. I have a love reading for you guys today. What is your person's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you? So these are the thoughts, the feelings, and the intentions. This is kind of to, I guess, characterize like what's going on in your connection right now. This is the main energy. This is your person's little blurb, and this is yours, like how you're feeling and like what energy you're both in, and then like a little message for each of you. So I guess let's jump right in. I have to tell you that this feels a little bit heavier. I also shuffled a song for you. It was Never Again by Kelly Clarkson. So, okay, let's just jump right in with Apocalypsis. I kind of want to read this from the book just to explain like where I feel like this heavier energy is coming from. It's almost like lifting a veil and uncovering some darker truths or something. Let's just, removing the veil of deception. Apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposite directions. The first is a lifting of the veil. This means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness, them come into the light. An element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truths. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypsis energy is similar to a forest fire's devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. And then when light, the unknown becomes known and guides the way. When dark, fatalism, hopelessness, and nihilism. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that word means. Nihilism. But anyway, so it's, again, there's like, okay, I'm just going to say what I'm thinking that the situation is. I feel like this is about two people in a relationship, like a committed relationship. We have the Ten of Cups here and Justice. I think that's like really going to say that this is some sort of established relationship between the two of you. Your person's coming through in this Hermit energy, you and this Liberator. This was flipped. When it came out, I have all these cards like upright. It literally flipped upside down. But we'll get to that in a second because, okay, the Hermit energy. Seek solitude to focus intently on inner life. These two cards are really connected to me, so I guess we'll look at both of them. But it was more the shadows for both of them. And the shadow attributes for the Hermit card are withdraws from society out of fear of negative judgments of others. And then for the Liberator, the shadow, this is definitely the shadow attribute because it came out that way. Imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. So I feel as though this is just what I feel like is going on. I'm just going to say it, but I feel like you're in a relationship, and the way that this it's almost like you don't maybe want to be in the relationship anymore, or it might not be coming through in that exact way, but the fact that the song that you got, like I have so many, I don't know why this card is like following me around in all my readings that I'm doing, but it's like the third reading I think that it popped out in. And like, look at this deck, like there's so many cards in here, like it's crazy to me. I'm like, this again, like I couldn't believe. So now with this daydreaming card, I almost feel like, okay, so say you guys are in a relationship and you're kind of feeling like you want to break free. Maybe you're daydreaming about some other possible suitors that you could be engaging with. Almost like, we don't really have too much of your energy here, just like these cards, but it's just kind of like the dynamic that I'm picking up on. And your person is very perceptive about you, I will say that, because I'm getting a lot from their thoughts and feelings about you, like kind of like how you've been acting and stuff. And it's almost like there's this undercurrent of anger. You guys could be getting in a lot of like arguments and things like that. I feel like you could be kind of picking fights with them, maybe. And I feel like, because we have this here, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. And again, maybe you're not like, oh, I'm trying to pick fights with them, but maybe you just are, and you have this like unresolved anger, like there's like this residual anger from something in the past. But I don't really feel it with this forgiveness energy. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. I feel as though maybe in the past this person kind of like messed up or something. And I feel like you guys like moved forward through it. But, and like things were good for a while. But then it's almost like, I feel like you started to kind of grow. And that's what this veil is hiding, that you almost want to like grow and expand like past this relationship. Maybe you've outgrown each other, or maybe you've outgrown them. I don't feel like they have, but maybe you have. And you almost like feel guilty about it. And it's almost like you're trying, again, I think this is all very subconscious, but I feel like you're almost trying to like make them the bad guy. So you can kind of feel justified with this justice card. And like doing what you're doing, maybe like almost like trying to get them to break up with you, or just trying to like remind them of the way that they were, if it was like cheating or something like that, or whatever it was. But with the Seven of Air, there was some like deception, I think, in the past on their part. And in order to kind of like, I don't know how to say this word, but I know what it means, assuage, like ASSUAGE, like to kind of like soothe your own guilt. You're almost like bringing up and like it's almost like you're reminding them, well, you did this, almost like to prepare like them if you do this to them, almost like, well, you had it coming kind of thing. But again, I don't know if this is conscious or subconscious. At this point with this veil energy, I feel like it's subconscious, maybe like becoming conscious as time goes on. And oh, on the back of the deck, we have this prayer energy, and it's like this hand reaching out from like the dirt, like the grave. And it's almost like this is like coming to the surface. It's like you're trying to, I don't know if you're trying to tamp it down, but it's like, it's getting like to the point where like you can't deny that this maybe isn't making you as happy as it once did. And I had a lot of songs coming through. Like as soon as I was like flipping cards, like I started hearing all these songs. These two, when they came out, this is when I started feeling sad, because I really feel like I'm gonna cry. But it's the song I Know You Too Well by Gloria Estefan. I think like that's what your person would sing to you. And it's like I feel you drifting away a little bit further every day. And then I'm probably not gonna sing the words in order. I haven't even heard that song in years, but it's like, you're changing, baby, and you don't think I see. And then it's like, I feel you drifting away a little bit further every day. Then it's something like, is it hurting you to stay? And then there's also a part where it's like, I'd rather have you tell me to, I really feel like I'm gonna cry. Like, I can't. I'd rather have you tell me to my face than tell me everything's all right. What you don't want to say is there in black and white. And then it's like, because I know you too well for you to ever think you could tell me a lie. I know you too well. No one knows you like I do. It's so easy. It's so easy to tell when you look away. There's something you're hiding. I know you too well. And I'm gonna try to like get it together here, but like, I'm sorry. I just really feel like this person, I'm just saying, and I'm not saying this to call you out or to make you feel bad, but like, say you are kind of picking fights with them and bringing up the past and things like that. I really think that first of all, I think they like regret that they ever did these things to you. And I also think that it really is hurting them to relive it. And I don't think you're meaning to really like hurt them, but it's like almost like you crave freedom and liberation. And it's, I don't know. I just want you to be aware of how this is affecting them, and it's up to you to do what you will with it. But I also feel like your song, Never Again by Kelly Clarkson, I feel it's almost like a warning, not like a warning, like beware, like if you do this, like it's not like that, but almost just like, hey, just so you know, like this could get ugly. Like it's kind of heading down a path where it could get ugly if, Also, I forgot to say at the beginning that these things could be flipped. The energies could be flipped. So if you feel like you're the other person in this scenario, and I'm speaking about, you know, your person or you, wait, how your person feels about you, that could be, and you could check your other signs. But anyway, I usually say that as a little disclaimer at the beginning, but I forgot. But oh my God, I just lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. Ugh, why'd that have to pop in my head? A little warning that this could get ugly. I know I was saying that. Because in that song, it's like, how does it go? It's like the chorus, I think. Is it the chorus where she's like, I never read your letter because I knew what you'd say. Give me that Sunday school answer. Try to make it all okay. Where's the part? Does it hurt to know I'll never be there? But it sucks to see my face everywhere. It was you who chose to end. Oh, see, I always have to sing it when I'm saying it. It was you who chose to end it like you did. I was the last to know you knew exactly what you would do. Don't say you simply lost your way. It's just like very ugly. Like this person is very bitter, and I don't feel like that's where they are now, but I feel like that's where it could go. And if you're okay with that, by all means, like, please. But if you're not, and you know, you kind of want to maybe end things on a good term, because I feel like this person has very genuine love for you, and even like in their intentions, it's like they want to apologize, they want to make it right, they want to like improve their finances with financial constraints here, get themselves under control. It's like their worries are really like getting to them, but they're trying to like kind of keep pushing through for you. But even though they do have their doubts with their thoughts here, they have their doubts that this relationship could kind of persevere. This only time will tell. They're kind of like, I feel like they're scared about what's going to happen in the future. And I really feel like they're feeling a lot of pain over this. And I'm not saying that to make you feel guilty, because if it's something that you feel is you want to be liberated from, you should liberate yourself from it. Like, obviously, like, you shouldn't stay in a relationship just so someone else doesn't feel pain. But at the same time, I think you need to make a decision. Like, do I forgive the past? Maybe you almost thought you could forgive the past, and now you're realizing that you can't, and it's like you can't get over it or something. That's okay. Maybe you like all you have to do is say that, you know, not that it's that easy, and oh, then they'll like go on their merry way. It could still get ugly, and maybe that's kind of like the preparation that you need to hear, that maybe it will get ugly, but it might not. But I do think that because the way that I feel like things might be going, you might end up like maybe talking to somebody else, or you're at least entertaining the idea, and maybe even just having feelings for other people and feeling confused and guilty about it. And then like kind of projecting it on, or is that the right word, projecting? Like projecting it onto this other person and making them feel like the bad guy, just so you can kind of like feel better, because I think you do feel guilty for having these feelings towards somebody else, if that is what's going on here. Also, another song that was popping in my head that you probably don't know, but it's from the Buffy musical. It's called, what is this song? And it's kind of similar to the song too that we got here that was on the bottom of the deck, Talk Show by 2088. But the song is I'll Never Tell. And it's like a song, these two characters, Anya and Xander, they're engaged to be married, and it's just, anyway, this demon comes and kind of like enchants them all to like sing. Some of the songs are just like silly and stupid, but some of the things that like these truths come out, which is like the veil comes down, and like these unpleasant truths that we're not wanting. It's exactly like this card, honestly. It's like the veil lifts, all these truths are revealed, and then it's like they're left to just kind of like, but honestly, it does pave the way for them healing in the future, like the cast, like, or not the cast, but like all the characters. But specifically for Xander and Anya, it's like they wake up in their apartment, and you know, they start singing, and they're singing each other's praises at first. Like, how does it go? Like, she is such fun, like she is the one, she's such wonderful fun, such passion and grace. And then it's funny, and he's like something about when I'm in her tight, and then he's like, embrace, tight embrace. Anyway, I'll never let her go. Like, it's just like blah blah blah, like they sing like all this lovey stuff, and then they're like, the only trouble is I'll never tell. Da-da-da-da. And then like the song kind of changes, and like they start kind of picking at each other, and it's like, how does it go? Like, she snores, he wheezes, she eats these skeezy cheeses. Like at first it's just like stupid shit, and then it kind of gets like deeper stuff, like their real insecurities and the things they're scared about and why they don't think they would work out as a couple, but they're not saying it to each other. And it's the same kind of vibe here, that your person is pretty perceptive here. They're definitely picking up on this, and you, whether you even are picking up on it yourself, you know, like they're picking up on it. And I don't know, like, what's that song? I'll Never Tell. Like, I would, and then this talk show song, you know, it's a very similar song in a way, even though it's not about demons and stuff like that. But it's like Janae Aiko and Big Sean's little duet group. I don't know what you call it, but it's like the best album, that album. But anyway, how does it start? It's like they're singing each other's praises, and then like the song flips, like the second verse, it's like, how does she say it? And he's like, oh wow, it's like this guy saying like, you know, that's real love, like from like the verse he just sang about her. And she's like, yeah, you know, like he's nice like when he wants to be. And then she's like, don't forget how you were like fucking with them bitches like just a couple weeks ago, like da 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 da. And then I don't know, just like stuff like that. And then he kind of like goes back at her, and it's like, it gets kind of ugly in the song. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't really think I should even say some of this stuff because it's just, might get flagged. But I mean, I would maybe listen to this song too, because I feel like this song, you know what I love about this song so much is that it's like real. It's like, because everything has like a black and white, like a dark and a light, like good and bad, every relationship, like, and like it's so good, the good is so good, but then like the bad I almost feel like is equally as bad sometimes. Like it's, and it's that Libra thing, it's like, oh my god, yeah, like that balance, hello. And look, the scales here, it's like now where it was like maybe tipped, oh, that came through in another reading, I remember doing this, but where the scales are maybe tipping in a good direction, you know, it's almost like they went and are tipping the other way now. And I just feel like your person is almost like, how did we get here? Like, what is happening? But yeah, they're having doubts, like I said, that this could mean, and this song, You On My Mind in My Sleep, honestly, I only have that song on my phone because I had to burn my sister's CD with that song on it, but you feel free to look it up. But I mean, You On My Mind in My Sleep, and then the Nine of Air, I mean, I feel like this is just heavily on their mind is what it's saying. Like, maybe they're dreaming about you too, and they're just trying to figure out a way to like make this right again. But I don't know. And almost like I'm getting that song too, Don't Speak. But oh yeah, no doubt, maybe that's where it came from, I don't know. But it's almost like, I don't know, maybe you guys are kind of like best friends too, and it's just like, I don't know, maybe you can somehow salvage the friendship. But I think we need to take a look at if there's any sort of like tyrannical, like any sort of like, you know, kind of passing blame on somebody else for the way maybe you're just feeling. And it's okay, like maybe you feel so guilty about like outgrowing this because you made, again, I feel so sad, like, and it's, you know, but it's okay, like this is life, and it's like hard, and you know, people grow and change and they grow apart, and it's like, it's not your fault, it's not their fault for whatever happened in the past, you know. And you need to take accountability, like I forgave them, and they need to take accountability too, that they did kind of like mess up in the past. And you know, like, yeah, you can forgive, but it's like you can't really forget things that happened. And you know, if you're feeling more like you want to explore and like explore life in a new direction, like you have to give yourself, you know, that freedom to do that. And that's life. You know, we all get our heart broken by someone at some point, you know. I mean, I guess some people maybe don't, that are like married since they're like 14, but you know, most of us in this modern era do. And let's see, for their feelings, the Seven of Air. I mean, I feel like they're almost seeing you kind of like rise up into your power a little bit, and it's like scaring them. Not that they want to stop you, but yeah, there's like this undercurrent of like angriness. Like, it's almost like, I feel like you try to stay cool on the surface, but like the way this bird, it almost looks like this other bird is like, whoa, like getting like knocked back by like the velocity of the anger from this bird. And maybe, I don't know, maybe this is like the anger from stuff in the past. Maybe it's anger at yourself. Maybe it's a mixture of both. I think they also feel that probably a lot of people like are attracted to you. Could be very beautiful. Libras are known for that. Hi. So they're probably like, oh yeah, like it would take them like 10 seconds to find somebody new. And it's almost like making them want to step up their game, even with this leadership, and like transform themselves just to kind of like be more on your level, which may or may not be what you want. It almost seems like you want to be like free from this. And yeah, their intentions, like financial constraints, Page of Water, Yin and Yang, and Nine of Air. It's like they want to fix their finances and like just, I don't know, get things back in harmony, like to the way they were, like maybe when you were younger, like if you've been together for a long time. It's like, because yeah, there's that energy of like outgrowing each other. And it's like, I think they're thinking a lot about how things were back in the day when you were happy, and how they can kind of like take that energy and bring it into the present. But it may or may not be possible, but they really do care about doing that, if that helps or not. So let's get some more songs and messages and see what else comes through for you guys. Sorry I got so like emotional, but I don't know. It's just like, you know, like when you outgrow, like that's sad, whether it's a friendship, whether it's like that's just a sad part of life, you know? So let's see. Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's just take them, I guess. I don't even know which one that was. I think it was here. We'll just take them. Okay. Pony by Genuine. I really don't think that was meant to come out, so we'll just leave it. But I can feel your anger and pain. Yeah, they really can. I've never felt so much pain yet. Oh, that looks stupid. I'm gonna put it here. I've never felt so much pain yet so much love at the same time. It's so hard for me to believe that something so good could really be meant for me. And this is a song, Out of My Head by Fastball. I'll never not forgive you. It's like they're almost like, they feel like they deserve to be like your punching bag, if that makes sense, your emotional punching bag, because of what happened in the past. Like they're like willing to let themselves get beat up. I almost feel like, hopefully not physically, but I feel like it's like emotionally. Not that you're trying to beat them. I'm not trying to like make you the bad guy either here. I'm so sorry if you feel like called out. Like I don't mean it like that. I just think like spirit really wants you to be aware of like, yeah, Barracuda. Girl. Not effing around here, Libras. Like you're just, I don't know, you're in like this powerful energy right now. And the River of Dreams, again, the song like will not leave me alone. Ooh, those cards almost look the same. Pretty. All right, what else for my Libras? What would Libra's person want to say? Power trip. Oh my God, yes. Like, yes, you're on a power trip. No, but like, that's just kind of like what I was like picking up on, like hardcore. Jungle by Drake. You mean the world to me. Your strength and kindness inspire me every day. You've really forced me to take a look at myself. I really think they're like almost like agreeing with you that they don't deserve you. Again, it's like kind of sad. Or not that you told them they don't deserve you or something, or maybe you have, but like whatever you're like saying, like I feel like they almost feel like you're right, I'm a loser. Like it's kind of sad. I want to kiss you more than I've ever wanted anything. I feel like they're imagining their life without you in it, and like what it would be like. Oh, that just like fell out. Please don't take it personal that my guard is up. It's the only way I know how to be. That was weird how I just like knocked it out like that. I feel it coming, and I feel it coming, but I almost feel like it's like it's like that song by Gloria Estefan, like something about the end in sight. I feel the end in sight or something. And then look, love on the brain. I feel like there's a lot of passion in this connection where maybe it's like when you fight bad, but maybe also like the song says, me so good. Well, I'm not gonna say it, but again, that thing about like about being black and blue and kind of being someone's like punching bag. I feel like that's really coming through. And maybe this was them in the past, like, oh, she forgave me for everything. And now it's like kind of like, maybe not. Let's see if we get anything else. Bizarre love triangle. Again, that could be some person over here kind of coming through that you might be interested in. And Psycho Part 2 by Russ. Like, she got me going psycho. Like, I mean, I feel like, yeah, this person is really in their thoughts. Right My Wrongs by Bryson Tiller. Anything else? Look at maybe like one or two more. Mutual Butterflies. I love that song. I don't know how it really applies here, but maybe that's how you're feeling about somebody else. And that's where like this guilt is coming from. More Than a Feeling by Boston. I like hate that song is in this deck. I don't know why. I used to like love that song, but anyway, then, oh, while it's true that you trigger the fuck out of me, it's also true that you inspire and motivate me like no other. So I don't know. I guess we'll leave it here, Libra. I hope that shed some light on something for you. I'm so sorry if you felt called out, like, and if it felt like I was like sticking up for your person, because I wasn't trying to like say like, oh, like, you don't know what you're doing to this person. But I really didn't know if you realized, like, at least from the energy, like the picture that Spirit was like painting for me with these cards and like what I was feeling. I don't know, like knowledge is power. So it's always good to know like how everyone in the situation is feeling and to kind of like zoom out and get like a bird's eye view of things. So I hope that helped you like kind of like figure things out for yourself. And I wish you all the luck in the world. And thank you so much for watching this. And obviously, if you liked it, please leave me some love. I would really appreciate it. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next reading, guys. Bye.